Greetings. Welcome back. I am Mark Krischik, your host on the morning Breadcast with Digging for End Time Truths, and we are on a quest this week to talk about Christian living in today's Christianity. What does it look like to be a Christian in today's world, right? Yesterday we covered the new heart, the stony heart, the being epistle read by all men. Today I wanted to cover a subject that I guess if you're on the fringe and just, a casual Christian, it's kind of uncomfortable. But to the Christian, the true Christian, it is the lifeline to God. We're going to talk about prayer and what it looks like today in today's life as a Christian. Okay. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go to where Jesus talks about prayer. Very misunderstood. It's in Matthew chapter 6. So let's read from verse 5. So what does Jesus say? He's talking to his disciples and he says this, "And when you pray, you shall not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the corners of the streets, that they may be seen by men. Assuredly, I say to you, they have their reward." Verse 6 says this, "But you, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly." Verse 7 says this, "When you pray, do not use vain repetitions as the heathen do, for they think that they will be heard by their many words. Therefore, do not be like them," verse 8 says, "for your Father knows the things you have need of before you ask him. In this manner, therefore, pray." And he goes into the Our Father. So it's interesting that one of the main religions of today talks about this prayer, the Our Father, and they repeat it repetitiously. And Jesus said, don't use vain repetitions like the heathens do. And he said, in this manner, pray. So he's talking about, look at the outline of the Our Father, and that would be the manner you pray to your Father in secret. You say, hallowed be thy name, Father. And you begin to go through the steps, and you communicate with God, because prayer is communication with God, right? And it's important to understand what Jesus is conveying here. He's saying, don't do your prayer openly out in front of people so that everyone thinks you're all that in a bag of chips. He says, go in secret and pray to your Father, and he will reward you openly. Okay? So that's Matthew chapter 6, verses 5 through 9. And it's important that we realize that our prayer is communication with God. We're going to see, as we delve deeper this week, we're going to see that God is looking for people that are in relationship with him. And it is when it comes down to standing before his throne, it's going to be the main subject, right? Does he know you, and do you know him? And that's going to be the main subject. So I'm hoping that today we can encourage one another to pray to the Father, to communicate with the Father, and go to your secret place and pray to the Father, and he will reward you openly. I hope this has been a blessing to you, and we will see you again next time on the Morning Breadcast.